Hello and welcome to United Diehards. Here is the latest news on anything and everything United. Manchester United close to finalising terms with Erik Ten Hag in exciting new twist. Manchester United are close to finalising terms with Erik Ten Hag in advance of the Ajax boss becoming their next manager, according to reports. 90 Minutes are reporting that United are close to finalising terms with Ten Hag. It's stated that the Red Devils have already got a contract waiting to be signed by the 52-year-old Dutchman who has spent the last 5 years working in Amsterdam. Ajax have told Ten Hag and his camp, as well as United, that they want any potential deal to be finalised sooner rather than later. And that could mean the final touches being put on a deal this week, although any announcement will not come before Ajax's KNVB Cup final this coming weekend. The same report is stressing that Ten Hag isn't making any huge or unusual demands that could complicate a summer switch to Old Trafford, and they insist it's only the finer details that are being ironed out. Ten Hag is said to have no issue working with the likes of Rangnick and Darren Fletcher, believing the club's current structure is acceptable. However, he does want more detail about how the pair will fit into the club system and their involvement in his future. United and Ten Hag are due to talk again this week, the report adds, and there's seemingly a real hope and optimism they will finalise the agreement by this weekend. But RB Leipzig are set to muddy the waters as they too would like Ten Hag to switch to Germany, having endured a mixed Bundesliga campaign so far. Gary Neville, meanwhile, feels Ten Hag could be put off the United job because of Rangnick and Donny van de Beek. Speaking on his podcast, the former right-back said, "I read this morning that Erik Ten Hag wants all these demands met or else he won't come to the club. You imagine what will happen if in the next week or 10 days they can't get Ten Hag over the line because of what's happening at the club and how bad the club is and the state that the club is in. You look at what Manchester United are doing to players. Currently there isn't a player that has grown. Look at what they did to Van de Beek. And if you're Ten Hag, I think you're on the phone to Van de Beek and you're saying, 'What's it like there, Donny?' He isn't going to be saying anything good, is he? So I suspect that Ten Hag's demands, not financial demands, but control, recruitment, structure, youth, are about not being exposed to what other managers have been exposed to in this last 10 years. But the reports this morning were such that Erik Ten Hag's demands are maybe going above and beyond what United will accept." Neville then added, "It all feels like it's eggs in one basket with Ten Hag, but if they can't get him over the line, what a position for Manchester United to be in if they can't get a manager to come in that wants to come in because of his demands about the way the football club is run. And if you're Ralf Rangnick reporting into Ten Hag and answering him honestly, which I suspect he will be, and if you're Van de Beek, answer him honestly, which I suspect he will be, and we know Edwin van der Sar is at Ajax, who will be speaking to Ten Hag honestly, they'll be saying, be very careful about going to Manchester United, because it can be a graveyard at the moment in terms of reputations." Harsh words, but from an ex-United player who just wants to see his club back where they belong. The United hierarchy could do worse than to listen to him. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to subscribe for all the latest updates.